Did you think your DCATs were beneficial for you?
100%.
Tell us why.
All right, so...
and did you have overnights?
Yeah.
So just to break that bit down, usually what you do is, for those that don't know, you start with like one day and then you build up to having 1 day and possibly an overnight.
Yep.
This is like 1 day every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then 1 day, 1 night, and then that can build up to 2 nights, 3 nights, but that would just be like monthly.
Yes, once a month you get to go home for, the maximum is 4 nights consecutively. Yeah. 4 nights, 5 days.
But bearing in mind, everything has to be written down, timings.
There's a procedure.
So very, very strict procedure. And you can get checked at any single point. And if you are not where you said you would be, game over.
Game over.
So not worth the risk.
So basically you have to plan your all your 5 days.
I just want to touch on that, which is really actually hard to plan 4 days in a month's ahead when, for example, my family... We're not big planners. So I've basically had to plan my whole family.
And organise for everyone.
For 4 days.
Wow.
The exact timings.
Wow.
Like, not only was that a lot for me, that's probably a lot for them, because I remember at times where I was like, guys, we should not be in town. We should be home. Trying to get everybody home at a certain time, like the stress. Just not worth it sometimes.
No, but you know what? It's you know what? And you touched on it. It must be so good for your family.
Yeah.
To see you, to have you home.
Have you in that environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
But what I wanted to say is DCAT is a mixture of emotions. Like you're saying you felt great. A lot of the times I really struggled with going back into...
That's the worst part.
Back into prison. And it was quite hard for, especially my dad, because he used to drop me at times.
Okay.
And it was hard because we just had such a lovely time at home, and that was what we wanted life to be like.
It's like a snapshot of life after prison.
It's like dangling that carrot. This is basically, you've got it, but then it's all taken away and you don't have it. So it kind of messes with the mind just to get back into prison. And then you got to go back into prison and you got to see everyone. You're like, I don't want to be here. Why am I here? So it's quite hard. But
I think what was harder for me was the days out were harder, because we were able to go back to London on the day out. So come out about 8 o'clock and then you spend the whole day and then it's coming. That was the hardest thing, because you've just had lunch with your family or your people or whatever.
So you thought the days was worse
harder,
than
man, because obviously with the longer days, with the longer time out, you're able to do more things. Do you know what I'm saying? You're around more, and it kind of feels like you never left.
Yeah.
And then you got to go back. And sometimes I didn't mind because it's a bit overwhelming. You know, sometimes a bit stressful. You know, I've got to be where I've got to be at the right time and this and that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think that's another thing. Trying to be on point of exactly where you should be, it's stressful.
And if you're catching trains, you do not want to be late.
It doesn't sound like it doesn't. Yeah, you do not want to be late.
Don't want to be late.
It doesn't sound like, oh my gosh, that's worth it. It sounds like, oh my God, it's worth it. But when you're living it and you're doing it, it's just another ball game.
All right,
and you've got to keep one more thing. You've got to keep switching. You don't need to say sorry to me. You've got to keep switching your mindset. Okay, mindset outside.
Okay, I hear
I'm
you.
trying to be a normal person in society. Switch it back inside. Right. This is how it runs inside. And it's just hard for the brain.
But the good thing is it's you normally get your open conditions or your DCAT towards the end of your sentence, you know, which is really good because it prepares you for getting out.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I'd recommend everyone listening inside, do your best to get your open condition, your DCAT, too. Because having been released straight from closed conditions to the outside world and having had the DCAT experience, the DCAT experience makes your life after prison much smoother.
Yeah.
It enables you to see what society's like.
Less alienated.
100%. You know, you can work towards getting employment. You can work towards like your driving license. You can work towards goals that are tangible. Yeah, you can
do certain little things. I remember going for an interview on my day release. So I was still in prison. And, you know, I was trying to get work for when I'm released.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Big up yourself.
I agree.
But yeah, so yeah, DCAT, that's the DCAT diaries.
That is the DCAT
diaries. You like that one?
Yeah, I think we should bring it up again because there's quite
there's so much we can talk about. talking about coming out, we've got questions for someone that's never been to prison. How about that?
Okay.
You ready for this one?
Yes.
Yeah. So we asked you guys on our social media to get in touch with us. And if you've never been inside, what would you like to ask someone who has been inside? And this question came in via Instagram from Anonymous. And it is...
Great name.
Yeah. Isn't it big? It's Anonymous. So Jules, the question is, would you feel prepared if you had to go back to prison?
Back to prison?
Yeah. If you had to go back, for example...
Number one, I'm never going back.
Well, you're off license now. Imagine you was on license, you got recalled. Okay, just saying. Hypothetically.
Let's put it hypothetically because I'm not putting that out to the universe.
Okay, I hear you. I feel you.
But in this hypothetical.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be more than prepared. I know exactly what I need to bring in, what I can and can't bring in. Yep. I know exactly what I would do with my time.
Okay.
I know exactly how it feels. So I would feel from the get-go, I'd just be like, instead of all of those worries that I had in my head and this kind of like, what the hell is going on? I'd be like, cool, let's smash it out. Here we go.
Just kind of not, you know what to expect.
Yeah.
You know what the food's like.
I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But I would smash that.
What would you do differently then?
Oh my God, good question. I can't wait to ask you this. What would I do differently?
Yeah.
I'm hoping I still got my PT qualification. Can I go? I've already got that. Yeah, I'm going back in, right. Yeah. I'd study and I'd learn different things.
Okay. Like what?
I don't know. I'd try and learn a language.
Okay. Good shout.
Yeah, I'd really try and learn a language. I would gym. Mm-hmm. I would get better at...
Get better at?
Cooking.
Okay.
But I haven't really got much to play with. And I think of some more things.
Okay.
How long am I doing, bro?
Oh, good question.
Okay, what about you?
Listen, you got to tell us if you're doing it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's say you was doing the same amount of time as last time.
Yeah, I think I've got myself covered, you know?
Yeah.
I'd come out a beast in my training as well.
Yeah, I heard that.
All right, what about you?
Okay, my turn.
Would you feel prepared?
I don't know. And that's me being honest. I don't know. Obviously, I know what to expect.
Mentally, would you be able to do it?
Yeah, of course. Cool. You know, technically, you've got no choice.
I'm wondering where you're saying I don't know.
But I don't know because it's hard to put my mind back into that environment. If you know what I'm saying, take myself back into that mindset of, okay, you're doing a sentence. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that would be the most difficult thing. Get my head around that. But like you said, we know the route. We know the regime. We know what to expect. We know how to cope. We know what we're going into. I'd definitely be in the gym more times than not.
What would you do differently?
What would I do differently? I don't know, man.
Come on.
What would I do differently? I probably would learn a language.
Okay.
Not gonna lie.
What language?
Espanol.
Yeah,
you know,
I do that.
A bit of hola, como se llama, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
You need help.
I need more than that. Yeah, definitely. What else would I do? I think I would. I'd write stories.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'd write stories or plays or
I like
a book or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'd do that.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Especially with all the stories you hear in there.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe a compilation of something like that.
Nice.
But I'd also bring fresh boxes. It sounds weird, but I'd take fresh boxes with me, socks, and protein powder.
You can't bring that in?
Sometimes you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be bringing some of the stuff I tried to bring anyway.
What did you try to bring last time?
Mousse, foundation in a glass bottle, which was just my
Did you ever get them back? Did they give it back to you?
They actually transferred my foundation into a pea pot.
Oh. Yeah, you didn't want that back, did you?
What do you mean?
Yeah, did you take it back?
I was using my own foundation in a clean, new pea pot.
Oh, they gave it to you. They let you have it. Okay, all right. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 100% using that throughout my sentence.
I hear you.
Okay, thank you for answering that.
No, I appreciate that.
And if you've got any more questions just like that, please let us know. We're on our socials all the time at After Prison Pod.
Yeah.
Okay, so as normal, we're going to signpost an organisation that really help prison leavers, when they're released from prison. So this is Business to Business, who have a team of dedicated staff to help prison leavers find work and get back on their feet.
Yeah, and they're based in the East Midlands, so check them out. Don't forget also to check out, because next week we've got another episode of Getting Out coming for you. And an interview episode too, innit? So stay tuned to the channel and check those out. So Jules. Yes. Thanks for, it's funny to guess what I'm saying to you. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time as well, Zach.
And thanks for tuning in and listening. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.